The golden age of Hollywood promised eternal fame, fortune, and glamour, where stars were not just actors, but icons worshipped by millions. But what happens when the lights dim and the applause fades? Behind the sparkling smiles and flawless facades lay heartbreak, bad decisions, and sometimes betrayal. For these stars, the road to fame ended in unimaginable poverty. How could someone at the pinnacle of success lose it all? Is it a cruel twist of fate, or the inevitable cost of living life in the fast lane? These are the untold stories of Golden Age legends who went from riches to rags, leaving us to wonder if Hollywood truly cherishes its own or devours them. Judy Garland. The beloved Judy Garland, with a voice that could bring an audience to tears, seemed destined for an eternal spotlight. But behind the magic of The Wizard of Oz, Garland's life unraveled due to constant exploitation, grueling work schedules, and an addiction to pills pushed on her by studio executives. Despite earning millions, her extravagant spending and mounting debts left her bankrupt. In her later years, she performed at small venues just to survive. How did the darling of Hollywood end up pleading for financial stability? Judy's tragic tale is a haunting reminder of the cost of being a star in a system that demanded everything and gave so little in return. Bela Lugosi. Immortalized as Dracula, Bela Lugosi was synonymous with terror, but his life off-screen was far scarier. Lugosi, typecast and unable to secure leading roles, spiraled into addiction. His wealth drained away as he struggled to keep his career alive. By the time of his death, he was penniless and alone, buried in his Dracula cape as a chilling nod to his lost stardom. How could a man who defined an entire genre fall so deeply into obscurity? Bela's fall raises a poignant question. Does fame protect you, or make you more vulnerable to the world's cruelties? Veronica Lake. Veronica Lake, the femme fatale of the 1940s with her iconic peekaboo hairstyle, was once a symbol of sophistication and allure. But behind her glittering image lay a life plagued by failed marriages, alcoholism, and a disastrous career decline. Reduced to working as a waitress, she died in near anonymity, her former fans shocked to learn their idol was living in squalor. How could a face so adored by millions fade into such despair? Veronica's story reveals how quickly Hollywood forgets those it once worshipped. Mickey Rooney. Mickey Rooney was the ultimate boy next door who captured hearts for decades. Yet, despite being one of Hollywood's highest-paid stars, Rooney's fortune was siphoned away by bad investments and family betrayals. In his later years, he lived on a modest income, a far cry from the lavish lifestyle of his youth. He became an advocate for elder financial abuse, determined to prevent others from facing his fate. How did such a celebrated star end up fighting just to protect what little he had left? Frances Farmer. Frances Farmer was the epitome of rebellion in a system that demanded conformity, a firebrand whose talent was overshadowed by her personal struggles. Institutionalized and subjected to horrific treatments, she lost not only her career but her dignity. Once earning a fortune, Farmer spent her final years in poverty, working at a hotel. How could Hollywood, so quick to build legends, allow one of its brightest to crumble under its weight? John Barrymore. Known as the Great Profile, John Barrymore was Hollywood royalty, renowned for his Shakespearean talent. But his opulent lifestyle, paired with his battle against alcoholism, drained his immense wealth. Barrymore relied on the charity of friends in his later years, a tragic fall from grace for a man who once commanded the stage and screen. How could someone with so much talent and charisma lose it all? Barrymore's decline feels like a Shakespearean tragedy in itself. Dorothy Dandridge. Dorothy Dandridge broke barriers, becoming the first African-American actress nominated for an Oscar. But systemic racism and limited opportunities hindered her career. Burdened by debt and failed relationships, Dandridge died with only a few dollars in her bank account. How could a groundbreaking star, who paved the way for so many, be left so unsupported? Dorothy's story remains a heartbreaking testament to the struggles of breaking barriers in an unforgiving industry. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn, the swashbuckling hero of Hollywood's golden years, lived as extravagantly as the characters he played. Lavish spending, multiple scandals, and legal troubles depleted his fortune. By the time of his death, Flynn was financially ruined, a shadow of his former self. Did Flynn's relentless pursuit of adventure ultimately cost him everything? His life feels like the plot of one of his movies, exciting, dramatic, and ultimately tragic. Mae West. Mae West, a trailblazer known for her sharp wit and sex appeal, earned enormous wealth during her heyday. But legal battles, poor investments, and a penchant for expensive living eroded her fortune. Despite her financial struggles, West performed until her later years, refusing to let Hollywood's indifference dim her spirit. Was her defiance in the face of adversity her greatest legacy? Charlie Chaplin. The iconic Charlie Chaplin built a global empire with his timeless humor and genius. But political controversies during the Red Scare saw him exiled from the United States. He faced enormous legal fees and financial strain, nearly losing everything. Though he eventually rebuilt his fortune, Chaplin's story reminds us how precarious fame can be, even for a legend. Could even the little tramp escape the harsh realities of life? These stories are not just tales of loss, but of resilience and humanity. They remind us that fame and fortune, no matter how grand, are fleeting and fragile. Behind the dazzling lights of Hollywood lay a system that built stars up only to abandon them when they stumbled. These legends faced the harsh realities of life with dignity, leaving us to ponder the true cost of stardom. Are their stories warnings or celebrations of the human spirit? Let us know which of these tales resonates with you, and stay tuned for more revelations from Hollywood secrets.